Hey guys, this is another match. This is on, I believe, Ancient Spires. This is basically a rematch against DJ Fatboy. Playing against him again. Yeah, this is definitely Ancient Spires. We got a pool right next to our spawn. Pretty good spawn. Kind of had a choice between safe Uvu or safe gold. We're gonna go with the safe gold. Rallying our TC over there. Building our Uvu. We're going against France. We're just gonna try to do the denial of TC. Since he did go 3 TC on us last time on Altai, I kind of had an idea that he was going to be doing something involving at least the second TC. So this is why I'm going to rush Mangudai and kind of deny that placement early. Battling villagers onto food. Villager from Uvu onto gold like usual. You can see he's got 2 scouts going. Scout in the middle. And his build, he's going with house and gold here. So he does get pop cap, but not really because villager production is still going, so he's okay. 7 on food, 1 on gold. So he's doing a pretty good job scouting over here. And a little bit unfortunate in terms of our scouting route, because he's already picked up all the sheep there that we can pick up. But there weren't any sheep to pick up there anyways, I guess. Here we got 7 on food. Instead of going and before we go 8 on the food, I usually go with the second guy on the gold, and then up to 8 or 9, sometimes 10 on food. He's gonna fill in this spot that he hasn't scouted yet. He's only got 1 sheep with this, and he's scouting this other side down here. So we got definitely a little bit more sheep off of this this scouting this time, which is nice, especially since the last time we played, he had like 10, 11 sheep to my 1 sheep. So definitely a little bit of a difference this game. Let's see here. Sorry about that. Yeah, he's gonna finish scouting that up over there. Anywho, we're getting ready to age up now. Good timing. We're at 2:30, 40. We're starting to age up, which is good. Dropped off a bunch of sheep here. Got 6 sheep, and rallying villagers onto wood. 5 on food, and the rest on the wood. So we'll get a good timing this time around. In terms of scouting, he's sending his guy over to come scout me. And I can't remember. Okay, yeah, so he's aging up with School of Cavalry. We do pick up an additional sheep here. And he's almost has the full map scouted. Basically, he will have the full map scouted by the 4-minute mark, which is really good on his part. Okay, he's got a little bit of idle time with this scout, which isn't too bad though. He's aging up with only 3 villagers. He's a little bit slow on that, and he's collecting stone now. So that's definitely a second TC play. He's scouting on the back here, which we've already scouted, so we can pick up any sheep. He just picked up 2 sheep out over here, which is nice for him. So he's gonna get a good sheep haul here, regardless. We're just kind of scouting out here. We have 1 sheep we can pick up here. It seems like we miss it. When he's scouting my base, he sees we're tapping up with deer stones, and he sees the front Uvu. He does attack us here. Okay, so not a big deal. In terms of stone, he's still quite a ways off from having enough. We see his TC. We see his wood. His wood line. We see his landmark that he's aging up with. It's almost always with French School of Cavalry, so we weren't too surprised there. And we are tapping up with an archer range with 2 guys. I don't think he sees that tap up here. we do scout his gold. So our first Mangudai being produced a little bit late on the timing here. Probably around like 6 seconds of idle time on that archery range. But here we finish scouting, and we do see him picking up stone here. So we know that the second TC is coming. Do a good job micring and not getting pulled in too far. And behind this, he's bringing in his guys, and he does have a horseman in queue. Survival techniques being researched. So over here, our first Mangudai are on the way. Again, idle time on the archery range, a little bit, a couple seconds. Build up. Now, between the idle time of the archery range, the idle time of the age up, we're talking probably 10 seconds sooner that my Mangudai could be here. So like probably now, 5:56. We'll see by 6:06 where we're at here. So he's got basically 300 gold here, so 10 seconds. So we definitely would have been a lot closer with a little bit better timing. So a little bit unfortunate here. We are going to lose our Khan here. But we do pick off this horseman, which is good, and we are going to be able to do quite a bit of damage here to his villagers, and he does pull them back. He probably could have committed. We got 12 villagers on food here. We're still everyone onto sheep, and we're going for a second TC behind this. I do send my sheep up to his TC because I don't want my count to be affected. So here we split our Mangudai into two groups, one to deal with this horseman, and then the other two to kind of deal with these villagers. So we'll pick off a bunch of villagers here. We kill about 3 of them. So our eco is at 25, and his eco is at 20. So we've definitely done quite a bit of damage. That 5 villager lead. We do lose 3 Mangudai, unfortunately, but the 5 villager lead is definitely pretty nice. That's equal to like a full minute and a half of him building villagers for him to have to catch up. So a little bit better in terms of our timing here and rating. It could have been maximized the efficiency of the rating time, probably an additional 15 seconds or so. So yeah, it wasn't perfect, but it was decent. Over here, wolf kind of bothering us, but got 8 villagers on the deer. Villagers are still cleaning up the sheep over here, and we're gonna drop our second TC with a nice amount of resource there with 901. So just pretty much exact. We are idling these Mangudai again. This was really costly for us last game to do this. So it's good that we're getting them moving. We should definitely bring them up to this wood line. We're trying to harass his so yeah. Wow, he's dropping another TC right here. I didn't see that. That's crazy. I didn't even realize that. He garrisons his villages here, so I probably could have denied this one too. So at least killed these 3 vills, which would have been pretty big. So we're at 30 eco. He's at 26. So we do have a slight eco lead. With him being France, he should be able to catch up to us in terms of villager production. This was a big rotate up here that we should have done earlier with those 3 Mangudai. We could have rotated up to this wood line, and denying this wood would have denied this this third TC as well. So we're able to raid here, and we just go to our vision. We kick out 1 vill, and we see the stable up here. So we're gonna rotate up around the top, see what we can see, and we do have enough resources to castle up here, which is really big. Basically pre 10-minute castle with Mangudai harass as well as the second TC is really nice. So he pulls the villager before he finishes this wall over here, which is good for us. And we pull over the villagers on the sheep onto berries here. And we are looking to age up here, so I wonder... Okay, so yeah. Go curl tie, a little bit greedy. And I just wanted to keep that front pressure on since I had my group of Mangudai up here. And keeping him off of wood, which is really big. In terms of other wood, he isn't collecting other wood right now, so this is really big. And we do see him building a stable up here. We're able to take out another villager and 2 more villagers. So eco count, we're at 40 and at 32. So we've increased the villager difference, which is really big. So we got nice raids up on his wood line here, and we're just going to rotate around the side. A couple pastures with our free food villagers here, and once I'm wrapping up this quota, they're going to start collecting. We don't have a stable ready for knights, unfortunately, which would be nice. And we kind of check it out down here. We see that he's gone 30 TC, so again, a little bit unfortunate that we didn't stop this 3 TC better. We knew last game that we played him, he went 3 TC, so it's definitely possible to expect it. I should have expected it. So we saw he was still mining stone too. So yeah, we definitely had an opportunity to stop that third TC drop. A little bit of a lost opportunity. He doesn't have a scout out there. Oh yeah, he does have a scout midway. But we see that he's dropped more stable. So this basically says to me that he's going to be building a bunch of knights. We are getting our veteran Mangudai upgrade, which is going to be big. We're able to pick off a couple more villagers. Weaken these ones. It's a third villager here. And we got to pull back because of these horsemen. And we are dropping a stable, and we are getting our veteran Mangudai almost through. Wheelbarrows coming through. And we fall back because of the horsemen, but we come back up here just to harass. We got to keep the pressure on with our Mangudai. We do get the upgrade, which means we're shredding these units now. We get our attack speed arrow. We should have doubled back on the attack speed arrow, just taking the hits. But we see him building this wall, so I'm not going to let him build this wall. Pick off that one horseman, and we're going to deny him off of gold here, which is really big. So kill another villager, push him off of gold, and that other villager almost gets picked off. But we've held him off here. We're double producing knights and double producing Mangudai, and we're going up to 2 stables, which is the good move, which is the right move, I think, is to build to have like a 2-to-1 ratio of stables to Mangudai or to archery ranges, so you can have 2-to-1 knight production. So the veteran Mangudai, you can tell, is a huge upgrade because it makes us so much tankier and deals so much more damage to be able to deal with the knights, the early knights and horsemen. And it's also really good timing for us for transition into knights. Because he's trying to get these walls up, and they are up. So we got 2 knights over on the way. Up to 2 ranges. We do need to bring this curl tie over. That was a little bit of a mistake on my part. If this curl tie was here earlier, would have been a big difference. And we peeled him off of this. He peeled us off of this raids here with these walls. Fortunately, we almost lose a con there, but we pick off this horseman Mangudai. Same with his knight. Once they're veteran, they do quite well. And these knights start burning through this wall. And we just have to come through here and see what raids we can get. Since they are veteran, we're going to be able to withstand a little bit of TC arrow fire pretty well. As you can see here, we're able to skirt by. And that one super weak Mangudai is the only one that dies. Curl tie's on the way over, I believe. No? Oh, those are just Mangudai. Okay. And we're able to get him off of gold. So this is the big thing, is keep knight production down. We can handle horsemen a little bit, they will catch us. The knights just soak up so much damage. Whole different issue. Units are flooding over now. We're going up to a third. A good move. We are getting horseman upgrade. Villagers, we haven't super transitioned into pastures. We're just collecting berries where we can. These villagers are going to go idle, so we're going to send them on to another deer patch, if not wood. Our gold production is super low too. We're only at 4 on gold, so I have to start changing that up. Pushes us out here. Total should have been up here like a while ago. And but our knights and our horsemen are able to fight this without much issue. And we're gonna send our cav here to go raid these stables. If we can reduce the stables to just the school of cavalry, that'll definitely help us. He's rotated to the southern gold. Just go for him. He's stabilizing. He's stabilizing his wood and his food. So he's stabilizing his eco, but he's giving up this northern side, which is also his 2 landmarks. So a little bit of a risk there. So we're gonna start burning down this stable. It'd be nice if we do get this down before he gets that knight out. More units flooding in. We do send those idle villagers to the middle to build a gur or a tower. We're sending the gur over by foot. I believe it's rolling over there somewhere. There's the gur. So we're gonna get these deer. The knight does come out in time. We aren't able to burn it down fast enough, but we're just gonna pull out of here. We didn't want to take this fight. These are still H2 knights, so we can. I mean, we can take this fight and win it, but we don't want to. We want to take a super out of TC range. No chance of him really falling back here, and we're able to basically wipe this army on the pullback or on the retreat here. So yeah, we wiped that army, which is really big, before he gets those upgrades on those. He has built a couple barracks. He's going to start rotating into spearmen. And we see this tower get built up, so that's just free resources for us, and we're going to start burning down stuff here. We send our Mangudai in to start raiding with the Khan. We know we're pretty weak in terms of our Khan and our Mangudai, but just 3 Mangudai and a Khan do villagers, so we do a pretty good job there. Closing up some villagers, getting some idle time, and then we're going to get them off of gold here. Finally, the Crotai has made its way over. We burned down the house, we burned down that mining camp, so there's some good resources there. Are still being produced and heading over, and we finally have gotten our blacksmith, so we're getting our iron undermesh, our +1 ranged attack already. So we're just circling around his base here. With our Khan and these Mangudai. Get kind of lucky, escape with our Khan. He was 1 hit. And our Cav force is healed up a little bit from this Kurultai. So we're going to send it up north here to intercept these knights. Falls back. So we're just gonna get these blacksmiths now. His upgrades limited is definitely a good thing. So he's got the +1 attack upgrade. So, and that's for free, I believe, as French. So he hasn't used his blacksmith. Nice to burn this down before he's able to utilize it. Loading a ton of gold now. And he's got a decent army here with spearmen, so that's why we fall back. Since we're falling back here, we got the Kurultai that we can kind of get some healing and fight under. And we pull this force of Mangudai, 5 Mangudai, just to idle eco. So we kill a couple villagers, and then we do bring them back here to deal with the spearmen. Unfortunately, they weren't shooting at that 1 spearman idly. So yeah, we bring our Mangudai back here and we start microing spearmen here. So overall, paid for us because he had so many spearmen and knights. This is a fight that was definitely losable on our part, and we just barely survived with 2 knights. So bringing those Mangudai over was really big, and winning this and holding this position. Behind this, we get our veteran horseman. Yeah, veteran horseman upgrade. Have our Paraton up. We're gonna start collecting relics, and we've gone up to 5 stables and 3 ranges. So again, try to keep that more stables than ranges ratio. These spearmen are kind of protecting these villagers. He doesn't really have the wood to be transitioning into a farm eco. So he's trying to collect swordfish, which is a good move, but we're able to push him off of here. and deny that food resource, which is really big. We're finishing up this deer in the middle. We a bunch of villagers onto gold. We got 18 on gold now, which is good. And yeah, villager overall, we're at 83 eco and he. So this game is starting to really pull away from him and in our favor. So military production wise, he's built a market, which is probably a good move since he did have a bunch of gold floating. A stable, and he's pulling a bunch of villagers, 21 villagers. Oh, he's gonna collect shortfish down here. This is something too that if we had just one scout or one tower on the southern side, which is a good idea, um, we would know what's happening. We didn't even finish scouting this, so like even one tower like right here or over here would have been huge. Just to review it, kind of pocket eco things. The one pocket eco happens, so definitely, and just a way to improve the game for sure that we were playing. So we're burning down a bigger hole here. I wanted not to be choke point if it came down to it. And we started to push down this side here. You know, all of these buildings are pretty safe under his TC. We weren't going to push it yet. So we just focus on the southern side where his other two TCs are. We knew he had eco going here, so we're going to burn down this market. We see the stable too, so we're going to probably force that down too. If we had shut down this food, that probably would have been pretty big too. That would have shut down his food income to like nothing. And he does counter raid us with a scout. And it's just a scout. We just circle him with our villagers and kill him real quick. And we get the burn down on the stable. And we're just going to pull out of here because there's spearmen. So, I mean, it's 100% we win this fight, but it's not a favorable fight by any means. So we're just going to heal up this one knight. And we got an okay amount of Mangudai. And we're front ranges here. And we also have gone superior mobility upgrade, or we're getting the superior mobility upgrade. So yeah, we just pull back, make him overextend and take that out. And he's going to raid us with 6 knights. And again, he still hasn't aged up, so his knights are going to be good, but they're not going to be like game ending for us. First of the relics is coming in. Yeah, that's the relics. And we got transition pasture right now. A whole bunch of pastures. We're raiding with our Mangudai, his eco line here. Just leaving those knights and just kind of pulling through. And we're just getting a nice cav mass here. We probably could have been more aggressive and putting up and finding some more hits. Could have shut down this whole show for sure. Over here, he gets a really nice raid on us. What is like 25. He kills like, there's 2, 4, probably like 6 villagers. So, well, we're getting raided there. I know the main bulk of his force is gone. So we're going to burn down these couple of stables, really hinder any production he has. Mangudai just kind of did some damage up there. And another relic getting picked up. Another deer patch. That could be his deer patch we're picking up here. Our villagers are running around trying to get garrisoned. So we are losing gold income here. But we're running through with our Mangudai again. So these 4 Mangudai are just just picking off a villager here and there just with their run through. But behind this, this massive 20 cav is going to burn down this TC pretty much with no problem. So he sends the spearman up. I think I do react and I pull back, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, we're just committing. There we go. Alright, so we fall back there. A little bit late. A little bit more Mangudai team up with our force here. Our Khan is scouting here. Fortunately, he didn't come over a little bit more. He would have seen a little bit more. We got a lot of idle villagers. Everyone had to garrison, and the villagers that built these pastures are just building a bunch of towers now. We do unfortunately lose our monk here. But behind this, our forward production is pretty good. We have a ton of floating wood right now. And these spearmen, pull out and they fight our cav under our curl tie, so we get a lot of bonus with that. And we're just gonna commit to the burn down here. He's just killing all of our villagers here. Again, a little bit unfortunate. Picking up another relic. Villagers getting killed out here, so definitely a little bit of sloppiness on our part at the end here. But we pretty much willing to trade this out. Burning down this TC. sure it wasn't end of the world for him because he had another TC, another two TCs. I think a Crow type buff here, but it's just he's only got one landmark after this, so it's 5,000 HP, so it'll burn down pretty quick. We lose all of our gold vills again. Pretty sloppy on our part. All these vills are idle. Plus side, we are going to have 3 relics. Second one's getting stored. We are able to garrison 1 villager here. Real nice just going to town. But yeah, his school cavalry is pretty much dead. Mangudai have idled his eco again. And yeah, he was, spreading around with his pocket eco, so a little bit unfortunate we never dropped a tower on that southern side to see what was happening. That would definitely change things. Um, but yeah, we get the burn down here, so that's basically GG there. And yeah, so it was kind of a rematch against this player that we played on Altai. He was able to beat us. This time we get a little bit better timing with the second TC harass, gave us a villager lead, and then we kept a pretty good pressure on with the Mangudai throughout the game. And that's kind of, I think, the difference of that match versus the other one. That constant harass, and there was definitely opportunities to do it even better. So I think the key takeaway is when you are going for that Mangudai harass is just keep them super busy, try to find wood lines, gold lines, any resource lines that are out of TC range, and take that kind of that little bit of space that you get to go up with second TC, go into castle, and then kind of go into hard pressure. But yeah, thanks guys for watching, and the patch is coming out I believe tomorrow, so I'll try to get a couple more games in this on this season 2. But I do have a few more matches to do, just replays, to do recordings, just after the fact. So still have a couple matches from season 2 that I'm gonna upload. But yeah, season 3 is coming out tomorrow, so that'll be fun. That we can kind of start checking out the new civs and hopefully see how they play and kind of how they match up against Mongols as well. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you on the next one.